think we should be live. So we are back, Pelado Creations. I think we're going to do a little bit more turning today. And the wood turning we're going to do is with carbide tools this time. Last time we were using traditional tools. This time we're going to give our carbides a try. Making the same thing as last time, a drumstick. So here we go. Let's see. We bring you over here to the tools. These are the that's the maple from which my stock has come. These are the traditional tools. Let me get this chair out of the way. Whoa. Okay. There's the traditional tools that we were using last time. And I'm going to close that up. Move over to the Rikons. I think I'm going to start with the round carbide here. And then tighten that guy down. All right. And then let's take a look at our lathe setup here. I'll get workpiece. Hey, Billy, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. We've got 3 different links available to me here that I made the other day. This one looks pretty good. It's the narrowest there. I should probably square it off, but I'm probably not going to bother. This one I was actually thinking to do first, but then I noticed the knot there, decided not to use that one. And then this one looks pretty good, but I think it's a little bit wider than that one. It's about the same. So let's see. Are there any imperfections here that would make me pick one over the other? Go with this one. And get those 2 out of the way. And I'm just going to position these by feel. Let's see if it's enough. That's backed off enough. Oh, shame on me. All right. Just trying to get that positioned as close to center as possible. And I think that will do. All right. So you get some protection on here. And let's see. I'm going to back this up a little. Well, that actually might be pretty good. So I'm going to leave that where it is. Let me see how, let me see if it's going to stay put here. No, I'm going to need to plug it in first. How's the family doing? Pretty well. Pretty well. Billy, thanks for asking. Everyone's doing pretty well tonight. Let's see if it'll spin. I think that works. So let me get my positioning here. I want this to hit basically at the center point, which means I need to lower it. And that's about as low as it'll let me go here. So let's see if that's going to work. All right, so got a decent start there. Rounding some of that off. Let me move it over here. Let me give you a little bit different view. A little bit closer. How's that? Let me know if you like that view or not. And then I'm going to loosen this. And I have to be careful in the middle here because it vibrates a fair amount. So I'm going to come over here to this side first. All right. And we'll go from here. Okay, so I think this is a little bit more rounded than I had over here, but still not completely rounded over. I'll just keep going here. Well, let me think. Should I get that a little closer? We'll try it. We'll just keep going as it is. Oh, let me check in on our chat. Looks good. Oh, thanks. Hi, Emily. Thanks for being here. Dropped a like. Be right back. Hey, thanks, Emily. Appreciate it. Everyone hit the like button. And yeah. All right. So getting closer to round over here. Let's just see where my so nearly an inch there, 0.73. So I still have a ways to go. 1.65 actually. I'm thicker over there than I am over here on the unrounded side, but yeah, quite a bit more over there, and then almost 1.25 there. All right, let's move this guy back over. See if we can't tackle the middle a little bit. Go. And Billy saying hi to Emily. Appreciate you all being here tonight. If you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe. And let me give you a little bit different view of the lathe activity here. There we go. All right, let's see how that works. All right, getting relatively close to round on all but one side here, which is a little concerning because maybe I didn't get it as centered as I'd hoped. Hopefully I still have enough width to be able to make the full piece here. Okay, let's see if I can use my calipers properly. So 0.76, here is 0.83, but hopefully that is going to be okay. All right, let me move this guy over. I don't know if you can tell, but with all that vibration, it's not very smooth in here, but I was also being a bit more aggressive, so that's part of why it wasn't as smooth. Okay. And all right, then I'll lock that down. Newer lathes are probably easier to adjust. This lathe is not particularly new. Let's see. It'll stand out. We'll find out. Oh, am I overheated here? Is that why? I think I have it. Yeah, I've got it too high. I need to lower this a bit, but I can't lower it because I've got it too close. It's right down here. This piece right here won't go any lower than that, so I need to back it up. And that allows me to lower it. Let's see how low I need it to go. I want the carbide to hit straight on at the center point of the spindle, which is right about there. And then I'll just get it as close as it'll let me, which is apparently right about there. Not that close. All right. Here we go. All right. Hopefully this doesn't get in my way. I can give you guys a decent view. Gonna try tightening that down a little bit, see if maybe it's come a little bit loose. All right. Almost rounded on 3 sides there. So my short is 0.66, and then on the rounded parts, I'm at 0.77, and I'm targeting 0.565. Wow, so close to round. So close. And can you see the kind of the spiraling here? Because the vibration. So it's not perfectly round. You tell that on the screen? Not sure how well it comes through. All right, that's looking pretty close to where I want to be. So I need to be careful here not to go, yeah, that's already at 0.59, 0.57, 0.59. Yeah, so that's pretty much as far as I want to go. So I'm going to shift over here. And I think like right in here, it's been a little not that fun. So I think there might be like some rougher wood right in there, like a maybe a partial knot or something. I don't see anything on looking at it, but doesn't mean there isn't something there. And then I've also, yeah, I think like right in here, there looks like there's a little bit more going on there. Then obviously when I get right in the center, there's more vibration just because it's further from the ends here. Hey, Craig, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. From across the pond. Thanks for joining our little live stream here. Hopefully you enjoy the lathe work here with our carbide tools. I'm trying to make a drumstick. So for my daughter. All right, let's see how we're doing for thickness here. It's pretty rough. Okay, 0.64, 0.61, 0.62, 0.8 over there. 3, 6.2, 6.2, 6.4, 6.3. We'll get a little bit more in this section, and then I'll move over here. Oh, I need to catch up on some chat here. Hey, Rednecking and Tom Shady. Let's see. Hello to you. Yeah. Hola, everybody. How are we all? I think I'm doing all right. I can't speak for everybody else, but like I mentioned earlier, I'm using Carbide tools on the lathe for this. Trying to make a drumstick. I made one the other day out of the same maple, but using traditional tools. So this time I'm using Carbide. Carbide tends to be a bit rougher, but it's also doesn't require as much skill, which is good because I don't have a lot of skill. So, anyway, so I'll just keep going. Like I said, I'm going to try a little bit more in here. Try to get the rest of this closer to that diameter, and then I'll move the tool rest to over here. All right, that's pretty close. Maybe too much. 0.6, 0.59, 0.56. That's pretty much the finished width right there. So a little bit thinner than I wanted to go at this stage, but not by much. Go. And lock it down again. Yeah, how is everybody doing? Let me know where you're watching from. Let's see. Emily's fine. Craig, it's Emily. Hanging on like a hair on a biscuit. You're good. Got to get up soon. 3:30. Can't sleep. You know how that is. Yeah, I definitely do too. Hey, got Shalps in the house. Thanks for being here. And Tom Shady can run on fumes. Had a cup big enough of coffee. Sweet. All right. Keep going here. All right, it keeps getting caught, so I'm gonna just try turning this, tighten that down a little bit again. Get a little bit better grip, I hope. Let's see where we're at on this stuff here. Okay, pretty close. Still have some stuff to remove here. Then I'll probably just go to sanding, really. All right. Ah, crap. I'm a little too thin right there. And everything else is pretty much where I need it to be. So that might be more than what I need anyway. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. But put the grab out my 60 grit paper here. All right, a lot better, but I still need to remove some material here. Let's see how I'm doing on diameter here. All right, still need to remove a little bit here and here. I think I still need to remove some there, maybe over here too, but let's see. That's just about right. Okay, just about there. Didn't like that noise. Am I just overheating? Maybe. Yeah. Sounds less than good. What do you guys think? It's unfortunate. It's just about to move to the next grit. All right, let me check in on our chat. Let's see here. Oh, I missed a lot here. Okay. There we go. All right. Hello, hello, Bill. Hey, Beard. Beard Grooves is in the house. Q? No, not a Q. Making a drumstick. Let's see. Yep, drumstick. Just one drumstick today. I made one the other night with traditional lathe tools. It's just regular steel, not even high-speed steel. And this time I've been doing it with carbide. And let's see. I thought the same. Okay. Drumsticks, grooves. Hello, chat. Hello, Shane, if you missed it. Emily, how are you feeling? Yeah, how is your finger, Emily? I'm good, Tom. Getting my hand back to a normal working level. Good. That's good to hear. Let's see. I'm not going to regain feeling in it where the cut is, but I'm starting to do some physical therapy. Oh, are they saying that you won't be able to regain feeling at all? Let's see. I was coloring a little bit ago. I was using my whole hand and finger. It was weird. That's the new normal, not being able to feel in one area. Yeah, is it severed nerves or is it like bruised nerves? Bruised nerves can come back, severed nerves, not so much. It quit hurting. I'm able to wear my plastic glue-on nails on it now. Okay. Whew. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right. Well, that still doesn't. I don't really want to touch the motor in case it is really hot. It's moving pretty, or it's feeling pretty warm right now. Um, so, but I do still need to go through some other grits, and I need to cut into it a little bit because I'll have the tip and then the neck. So the neck is recessed a little bit. So need to get that. Hmm. Hmm. Let me just vacuum a little bit here while I'm letting that cool down. Clean up a little bit. I was running my vacuum hose over the motor, not so much because I was trying to clean off the sawdust and stuff there, but more just trying to run some air, cool it off. Okay, that's hard. Yep. At least you can still use it. Yeah. All that matters. Quit hurting. Okay, yeah. We already read that part. No feeling, severed nerves. Yeah. Yeah, that is unfortunately permanent. It'll be a miracle if we regain feeling, but Doc said may not again. Yeah. Sunday was a week since, so time will tell. Yeah. Good luck, Emily. Good luck. Okay. Hmm. That doesn't sound how it's supposed to me. And that's really hot too. So I don't really want to burn myself there. Let's see if I need to add some oil in here maybe. Even if I don't, I think I will. Looks like it could use it. Do a little bit of lubricating. All right. Sounds like that might have been the problem. Let me see if and seems like that reservoir is mostly full now. That could take a little bit more. There we go. Not wanting to burn myself, that's why I'm using the wrench there as a all right. So I think I'll move on to my 100 grit. All right, that's pretty smooth. A couple imperfections there that I'm feeling. I think those are less about sanding though and more about Um, I don't know about that. All right, now let me go look at my here's my guide here. So the tip, I'm going to make that about a 1/2 inch, and then the neck needs to be, you know what? I need to get the one I did before and just copy that instead of going off of the guide that I wrote. So let me go and find the drumstick from inside that my daughter has and bring that back out. So let me check in on chat here. Gonna post an update video. Be on the lookout. Will do. All right, I'm gonna run inside. Don't run away. I'll be right back. After I track down the other drumstick so that I can make the other one, make this one match that one. Hopefully, that's the goal anyway. See if that comes to fruition. All right, I have tracked it down, and I am making my way back to the shop here. And here's the one that I made using traditional lathe tools. And yeah, this one has the same kind of trail there that this one does. Though I think this one's smoother. All right. So I need to do some marking here. Let's see. That's my low point. All right. Uh, all right. So now I need to shift my tool rest back over here. And I'm going to shift the tool as well. So I've been using just the round carbide cutter, but I'm going to shift that to the diamond, because that should give me a better better look there, I would think. So it's gonna loosen that. And then I need to clean that off before I put it away. And then there's my diamond. This is actually the first time I'm using this diamond carbide cutter. All right, there we go. Isn't this exciting? Suddenly I'm not so sure that this is going to be my best tool to use. The rounded one might actually be better. Um, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to go back to the rounded. I think this is going to give me not enough control over where I need to adjust things. On the on the other um, on the other drumstick, I used a small skew. That I was able to have pretty good control with that, and I don't feel like that diamond is giving me a lot of control right now. Let's see where I'm at here. .35. I want to get down to 1/4 inch. All right. 0.31. Come on. 2.9. .27. Very, very close. And I'm going to call that good enough. All right. So I've got a few imperfections, some divots, but I am not going to worry about that. So now I've got some cracking down here, but I should be able to just cut this off because I think I've got enough length that I won't need that part. And then I need to round this guy and then cut him off and round down here. And then I think I'm pretty much done. So let me compare lengths here. Okay, that's just about right. So I'll get the miter saw over here ready for cutting stuff up, including plugging it in, as I often forget to do. And right now, my end right here is bigger than the rest. And so if I try just cutting it right there, I'm not going to get a square cut here because this end is elevating the drumstick up higher than right there. So I'm going to do this in stages. So I'll cut off like to around there, and then that should give me a little bit better feel for where I need to cut there. So here we go. You don't want that? Okay. Okay, let me just compare my length here. If I need to take any more, yep, a little bit more. That should be just about right. Okay. All right. So next step is the belt sander. So I'll get the miter saw out of the way. Those there, move my power over to the belt sander. I'll connect my shop vac up to the belt sander. I will check on chat because I appreciate you all being here. Good sandpaper. So we switch to Cubitron. I'll never go back. Yeah, I really like the Cubitron. And thanks for being here, ATP, from across the pond as well. What am I making? Drumsticks. Yes. Drumsticks. So, all right. So now I'm just going to use the belt sander and I'm actually going to remove, let's see, do I have the, should have a wrench over here. There it is. I'm going to remove this temporarily. And switch out the sandpaper. That's 150. And let's see what other options I've got here. Let's see, 60. And what's that one? 120. You know what? I'm going to start with 120. If I can. Looks like I need to clean off that 120. And then I've got the 150. I've got 240, 150, 120, 80, 60. All right, so I'll start with the 120. It needs to be cleaned a lot. And put this guy back on. And where did I put my wrench? Oh, to the workbench, of course. Glad to be here. Am I a drummer making them for someone else? I am not a drummer. I pretend sometimes, but no, I'm not. My daughter actually asked me to make them for her, so that's what I'm trying to do. How about you, ATP? Do you drum or play any other instruments? And I'm going to get my ear protection on now because this is a lot louder than the lathe, especially when I add the shop vac on. I really removed a lot more material on this one than I did on that one. Didn't really intend to take that much off. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the 120. When I did the I used the 150 when I was rounding these off, and it was burning it. And so I thought, well, I should just go to the 120. But now it's been a bit too aggressive. So, do I just make the other one even? Yeah, I've taken way too much off of that. What do you guys think? Emily's taken off. Have a good night, Emily. Appreciate you being here. Side by side. Looks good. Well, somewhat. Somewhat. They're the same length, but not really the same shape. Darn it. I think I'm going to try to make this one even, somewhat. Okay. So way too aggressive. Really bad decision. But oh well. Definitely not matching. All right, I'm gonna switch to a less aggressive grit here. I can find the wrench. Remove this. All right. Find my 150. Okay. And all right. And let's just doing 180 grit by hand here. Trying to remove the burn marks and pretty it up a little bit. This is maple wood, by the way. All right, then back to the 220. right. They're definitely not the same, but they're somewhat close. One by traditional steel tools and one with carbide. And hey, Lawrence, thanks for being here. Lawrence, you lost your wrench? Let's see, not a chance. You're not that skilled. Not that skilled at what, ATP? Oh, for any musical instruments? Yeah, I'm not particularly musical either. I sing in the church choir, but as far as playing instruments, I don't really do that. So looks like this one ended up a little bit longer. I'm not going to worry about that. So it looks like the only thing left to do is to finish them. And I'll have to research what type of finish is appropriate for drumsticks. Anyone know off the top of their head what kind of finish is appropriate for drumsticks? How red is the mark on my head here from wearing this face shield? Forgot to wear the face shield the other night. I was using just just regular glasses and stuff. So yeah, does anyone know what an appropriate finish for drumsticks is? Doesn't seem like the best surface to be playing on. Let me see if it sounds better over here at all. Hmm. 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 Yeah, everything's a little high pitched. Don't have any drum sounding stuff here. Really likes fried drumsticks. I can definitely finish fried drumsticks. Had some rotisserie drumsticks the other day. Those were nice too. Definitely finished those off. Um, ATP's a green. Those are your favorite. Make the other one the same size at this time. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. They're close enough. This isn't, she's not taking this on tour, you know. She just wanted something to mess around with. We don't even have drums for her to be drumming on. So, All right, I think that's it for tonight. Because I still need to research how to finish these. And well, I'll just look it up real quick. What does Gemini say? What does Gemini say about finishing drumsticks? What is the best finish for maple drumsticks? Clear lacquer, it says is the industry standard. Natural or no finish, which is best for sweaty hands. And hard wax oil or Danish oil. And avoid thick polyurethane, avoid heavy stains, expect wear. No finish can withstand high impact rim shots. Keeping your coating thin so it wears away gracefully rather than chipping off. Keep it thin so it wears away gracefully rather than chipping off in sharp flakes. So I'm a big fan of that natural no finish. Not that my daughter has sweaty hands, but that makes it easier on me. And that is always the most important part, right? Good night, Billy. And yeah, so I think that's going to be my finish, is no finish. Unless my daughter tells me she wants it something else. So we will go with that for now, and see you all next time. Thanks for joining me. See you guys.